Hi, I'm Bob Clifford.
And I'm Jon James. You may have noticed me. I'm the guy who's always skulking around with the camera taking pictures.
You probably didn't notice him, but I'm Bob, and you did notice me. I'm the outreach pastor. And
At any rate, last year I took about 10,000 pictures, and which we're going to see all of them now.
wow, that sounds great. Sit down and enjoy.
Well, we've got about 10 minutes for this, so we're going to see about maybe 5% of those pictures. But, I go around to all these different events, and I see different things happening, and I see how all the volunteers work and everything they do around here. And I thought, well, let's just take a minute and look at some slides, because we spare no expense.
That's true.
And let's look at 2006 in review and see what you guys did. So anyhow, the first event that we had was the health fair thing. Did you go to that?
I didn't have the privilege of going, but it is an amazing story and a vision of just a volunteer who had a passion to serve her community, Jackie, and gathered a bunch of healthcare people and put this together a couple times a year. And there's Karen there who was interviewed, and you could tell she was quite excited about being interviewed.
Oh, she's loving it.
Yes.
Checking for a pulse.
And that guy has no pulse. Absolutely nothing. So
Anyhow, so church continues on. That just to get services going are pretty amazing.
oh, that poor kid. You have to be this tall to enter in our church, and she was stopping him at the door. So then she hoodwinked him into working, because that's what we do here at the Vineyard. You will serve. Oh yes, you will serve.
Craftsman for Christ guys. Anyhow, they went out and gutted the Freedom House.
And spared no expense on paint, I see.
Yeah.
Great at building things, but don't allow them to paint anything.
I don't know. Do you know how many projects they did this year?
I know that they want to do at least one a month, and they did some huge ones. And it's a great way for men and women to use their skills to go show God's love in a practical way in people who are in need. There are two things that we do well here at the church. One is cook food, and the other is eat food.
Yeah. Ooh.
And we make a lot of food, as you can see.
Look at all those chickens. Oh, this was cool. This is when the gardeners decided to rip up the planters and fill them in with monster rocks for 3-year-olds to play on. Yeah, that project took days, and while this is still going on, I mean, church life is still going on.
There's Miss Patricia, and she's learning how to make iced tea. We're still hoping that she learns to use water first.
What kind of juice is that?
It's grape juice, and that kind of gives you a back scene on how this is all put together. It is actually, they do a couple thousand cups of that every weekend service at the end of the month. Amazing servants. And she can't believe that we do a couple thousand cups every weekend service.
The band, these guys practicing on Thursday nights, then they show up on 4 services a weekend singing.
That guy, yeah. He's learning to sing.
Yeah.
We'll try not to use him very often.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, see, I like this bit of, no matter how big the project or how small the project, somebody's got to do it. And doggone it, there he is doing it.
I don't know what to call this one. That is the 7 o'clock service and at the busy door, so he is excited about doing that. I don't know what sin that he possibly did to be at that door, but it had to be horrific.
Oh, this is right before whiteout.
Well, you always wondered where your tithe check goes. There it is right there.
Mm-hmm.
Always wondered about that guy. A little suspicious.
Oh, the small groups, good night. How many people are involved in that?
They estimate about 200 different small groups going on, and all done through volunteers.
Oh yeah, here the Love and Respect conference was coming up with Dr. Emerson
Eggridge?
Eggridge.
Eggridge.
Anyhow, the doctor was coming,
the doctor.
Yeah. Oh, look, there's a Jackie.
Jackie's in Africa right
Jackie's
now
in Africa.
and doing a missionary. An incredible story. She came to know the Lord through Alpha a few years ago, got serving in children's ministry and had a heart, and is currently serving over in Upimi right now.
Pretty much any age can volunteer for this.
Oh, what else can you say to that?
There's Keith keeping watch on everything.
Yeah, he's usually watching the game, and where he should be watching your cars and security, but you know.
Down the street, there's Dave hucking in some food for the new freezer that we got.
Woo! Look at that thing. God just gave that to us. Unbelievable.
That was pretty nifty.
Mm-hmm.
And here's the God's Garage guys.
Hundreds of cars they work on every year and serve countless number of widows and single moms.
Oh, well, look, here's Time Warp. We got up to this is the Volunteer Appreciation Dinner last year.
Nice looking group.
Yeah, good looking group. Oh, this is Whiteout. You know what Whiteout is, don't you?
Whiteout is incredible. They meet up in Buena Vista, and they have about 500 kids come up from all over the different western states, and it's mostly ran by Vineyard volunteers who feed and teach and serve these kids, and many of them come to know the Lord through this experience. It's incredible.
It looks like a pretty rough place to have to go volunteer at.
Yeah, and it's tough serving the Lord. It is really tough, and they pick obscure places.
Anyhow, finally, this front thing got done. Do you remember waiting for that to get done?
I didn't.
But doggone, it turned out pretty darn nice.
All done by volunteers and volunteers' visions, and you made the church look absolutely beautiful just before the Love and Respect Conference.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Here we are at the Love and Respect Conference.
More food. Love and Respect, unbelievable. The amount of volunteers that helped out that, I believe we had 2,000 guests come. Look at that. And what do we have, 120 volunteers help run the event. And what a blessing to serve marriages in our valley.
Chiropractic
There's
Dr. Tim Brady.
Who had to have his back adjusted after carrying so many chairs. So I wonder if he knows anyone. What a great ministry. They're out to serving food to people who don't know the Lord, and unbelievable all the stuff that has been given to us to freely give to people who might not know him that day.
Back in the high school, these guys they wanted to paint the walls, so what did they do? Volunteers show up and said, let's paint. The band of brothers guys showed up and said, oh, we want to teach Sunday school. Cute kid.
Got to have those in there. Cute kid.
I just like the cute kid pictures. More bikers teaching your children.
You always wonder who's teaching your children when you let them go? Now you know.
Bikers, volunteers in the nursery.
Oh.
Look, cutest girl in the world.
Yeah, it looks like your daughter.
It is.
And then we take them outside for the war games.
Yeah. I remember this. These guys were, they were going to make crosses, and crosses turned into bow and arrows.
Of course, any stick becomes a weapon.
Exactly.
Looking at all these pictures of these kids, on any given weekend, there is 300 to 500 kids, which is equal to most elementary schools, and it is run mostly by volunteers. This is an incredible story of 200 volunteers that decided to help remodel and redo this lady's yard. The call went out and so many people showed up and just redone her yard, tore out the walls. We were able to do this all in 3 days. What I love, that guy is a good looking guy.
Yeah.
I look like I'm working, but that's really all that I did.
Carry empty paint cans.
Empty paint cans. They didn't want me holding a hammer. Everything was going on, and the coordination of it all was unbelievable. We had ladies who brought food down for everybody, breakfast and lunch and dinner as well.
And all done by
volunteers.
There you go.
Vacation Bible School. Countless number of volunteers that have to care for these kids, feed these kids, and 90% of people who come to the Lord usually come through VBSs or church camps. These are the Club 56ers that want to go out and serve, and during VBS, they go out and do service projects all during the week.
Once the Leadership Summit came along, we had
36 different churches
Yeah.
400 people, and it was satellite to 1,500 different churches around the world.
People love the conference, and the people from Willow Creek tell us, they said, well, we cannot believe how well organized everything is. But here's the volunteers in the
Look at
fellowship
that.
hall.
All the volunteers that came and served all those churches.
Truly a wonderful welcome to the summit.
You could just feel the warmth in that picture. Just the warmth. I wished I had that on a Christmas card.
We had the small group rally.
I don't know what else to say about Earl, then. That name fits him.
Yeah,
that name really fits him.
Yeah, he was pretty excited about the small group rally. Yeah.
Oh, that's a nice couple. We need to pray for her. We need to pray for her. Yeah, that poor guy.
Speaking of praying for people.
We have 60 plus some ministries here at the church, and that serve in the church and serve outside the church. And MOPS is Mothers of Preschoolers, and they meet for people who don't get to come here during the week, they meet here every other Wednesday, and they'll have anywhere between 75 to 100 women and 90 to 110 children.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
You know, the thing that remains a constant in this is that weekends happen every weekend. Services happen every weekend. You can't get around it. We need these people here on patrol.
You have no idea what it takes to pull off a service, and all the countless hours. I say countless a lot.
Countless.
I'm a Fruita graduate, so everything is countless to me.
Because you can't count.
Yes. Ray runs Alpha, and what a great story. He gave his life to Christ during Alpha, and now is the Alpha coordinator.
Yeah, just the amount of ushers. You know, it seems like I discover a new usher every week.
And they need more. So if you know somebody and you love to do that, and you love people, and families serve together,
it's cool to be an usher.
Yeah.
You know, if you're into kids and you like cute little kids,
which most people don't, but if you did,
how could you not help but love serving in the nursery?
Well,
yeah, I like this guy, Christian Riley, infant monitor. There's There's on patrol, Christian Riley, infant monitor.
Dun 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 dun.
The deepening has got.
Is that Ryan?
280 kids, Pete, going to it on the weekends. You know, just tons of volunteers once again necessary to get a full-blown service.
Look at those guys worshiping the Lord.
This would be on Wednesday nights during the door, where they've got their own worship team and their own set of greeters. And their own
Miss Heather. Heather's incredible. Oh, she just loves God and just serves faithfully. There's Bruce Lee.
Yeah. Middle school, high school, youth leadership.
Kung Fu night.
Kung Fu night, yeah. That was it.
Hey.
She's pretty happy to see us.
She's glad to be there.
Yeah.
Get me out of here. All these adults that just give up their time to allow these kids to come and experience God and have fun. I think they would probably say have fun.
You see that?
They do the grossest things.
That's Spam and tuna fish and ketchup and anchovy shake night.
Oh, Dale oversees soul care, and I think he has 40 different counselors under him, or mentors they call, and they have ministered just an incredible year in 2006 to a couple hundred different people and help them with the issues and the difficulties of life. And you can tell how happy all the men are to be there. Just thrilled. Just nothing says more fun than going to a meeting to a man. So you can just see Chuck's happiness.
When the mops are there, the nursery is jam-packed. I love that kid.
I'm getting out of jail.
No, I'm thinking he's saying,
I'm busting out of this place.
He's going, that last cookie didn't set too good with me.
I picked a winner.
These are guys you don't see too often.
The unsung heroes, and it's something you never even think about, is the bulletins. And these ladies put together every week faithfully these bulletins, and they do anywhere between 1,800 up to 2,400 of these every, I believe they meet on Fridays, and put these together.
Practice for the Christmas service happened, and we had this monster choir, which sounded incredible. Singers up in front striking a pose. That's surprising.
Well, that's really weird. Yeah, I wonder what's up with that. I mean, who would have guessed that?
Who'd have thunk?
There's a guy. He's really he knows all the words to that song. That's Dave. He's awesome.
Yeah, the band was.
60s were pretty rough on him.
Yeah.
He's doing well though. We're proud of him.
Too much tea.
Too much tea.
Now there's a nice person.
Yeah. Well, you can't make fun of Sheila.
No, it's impossible. Too smiley.
I think God would strike you dead.
Yeah, exactly.
And then there's the other side. It's just too easy to make fun of him.
Too easy.
We almost had as many people on stage and behind the stage as we had in the audience. That's how many volunteers it took.
I love that picture. Meanwhile, we're getting to the end. Christmas was over, and at the end of the year, we had communion.
Our last communion in last week of December.
And we were finishing strong.
Even when you finish a year, church still goes on.
And we need volunteers for every service, all these different ministries, and it's the only way it's going to work. You know, we know it's going to be another fun year ahead of us, and
it's going to be a bright, sunshiny day.
Exactly.
Sunshiny.
And we're all looking forward to it. Even Peggy.
There's no way we can say thank you, so we're not going to. God bless you.